Hey everyone, how we doing today? My name is Lamoura, and welcome back to yet another episode of Final Fantasy XIV. Niah is looking pretty dapper now that she has the proper pants and boots for her attire. I kind of like it, how it's looking right now. So let's continue on. We're back here with Mother Mio, and we're going to get our next main story quest after being away from it from last episode. On to Bentbranch. I have a friend named Brent, so every time I see that combination of letters, I'm like, Brent, yeah, totally. It's Bentbranch. Impressed by your progress, Mio wishes to send you onto Bentbranch Meadows, where you will find further opportunities to learn. We've already been to Bentbranch, so it's not really that big a deal, but we are going to get some amateur breaches, which are better than what we currently have, so there's that. How is my favorite fresh-faced adventurer? Oh, do not scowl so. I speak out of habit. You've come a long way since first you walked through my door, and I'll not deny it. As a matter of fact, I think it's about time you made yourself useful at Bentbranch Meadows. I will never not be able to fuck that up. In the Central Shroud. Unlike the recruits you see at Bannock, the men and women at the Bentbranch are fully occupied with their own work. As such, I imagine there are more than a few who would welcome the assistance of a rapidly maturing adventurer like yourself. Bentbranch is also home to a very usefully situated aetheryte. It is, in other words, the perfect place for you to begin the next stage of your journey as an adventurer. And what better time than the present? Leave the city via the Blue Badger Gate and continue southwest until you come to a bridge. Cross it, and when you spy an aetheryte in the distance, you may congratulate yourselves on having successfully found Bentbranch Meadows. If you so fancy, you may also make use of the Chocobo Porter service, doubtless the safest way to get to your destination. Chocobo Keep Singer should not hesitate to lend you his birds to a capable adventurer like yourself. Oh, and be sure to introduce yourself to Kietha. Key. Introduce yourself to Key, the head Chocobo Wrangler, when you arrive. Okay, cool. Real quick though, before we do that, I just want to see what we have as far as our hunting log is concerned. We have a Arbor Buzzard from the Central Shroud. We have East Shroud Honey Yard. We have some fireflies from Bentbranch, so we're going there. East. Okay, south. Okay, so most of these are in the East Shroud, where I was before, but we do have one in the Central Shroud in Bentbranch, so we want to get that before we go, and we never experience going there again. Question is, do I want to teleport there? No, I'm going to pause, and I will be right back when we reach Bentbranch. Alright, so we're here in Bentbranch, and I did few little hunting missions, the Arbor Buzzard and the Firefly. I knew where they were and I just went and grabbed them. This is by the time that we may have been going there as part of a mission, but I just wanted to grab them so I didn't have to worry about it too much before. Anyways, Key is over here. You must be the venturer Mio sent word about. I'm Key, head wrangler round these parts. She's so cute. Look at her with a little haircut. So adorable. I've heard... I'm just like towering over her. I love it. I've heard many and more things about you. Good things lest you worry. When the elder Seetsier bade us welcome adventurers, 'tis fair to say we had our doubts, till hard-working folk like yourself set about proving us wrong. That is, consider me a convert. Any road. You've a mind to help out a ranch, have you? Good. We could always do with a hand or two to keep the place run smoothly. As a matter of fact, I've a task right here that wants doing. Let me know when you're ready to get busy. Oh, and you come highly recommended, so don't go letting no one down, eh? Getting busy, huh? Alright, Key, you and me, let's go. Alright, so we get an ice shard, we get some new pants. Amateur breeches, I do want. Gimme. Alright, and then let's equip those so that we don't forget in the interim. Alright. There we go. I haven't gotten a waistband just yet. That's okay. I mean, it's something, but it's not really that great. Did I get a new headpiece that is actually technically better than mine? I did, because I'm past level 10. I forgot to equip that. Alright, let's update our gear and go from there. Alright, we should be good. Nothing else opened up around here as far as those types of quests for unlocking features. That's fine. Feeding time. The head wrangler of Bentbranch Meadows has some work for you on the ranch. Seeing as you're new round here, let's start you off with an easy job that will help you get your bearings, eh? It just so happens it's feeding time for the chocobos. Grab yourself a few bunches of broadleaf gissel greens from the pile beside the field there, and stick them in the feeding troughs. Troughs? Bentbranch is a big place, minds, so don't you go missing any. Off you trot then. Alright. So, quests like this, where you're just like feeding chocobo, grabbing greens or whatnot, probably gonna be gone soon. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if you don't have to do this and it just kind of streamlines that whole process. Key items. Key items can be used on targets by first right-clicking on the target, then right-clicking on the appropriate icon from the key item window and selecting use. We pretty much already knew that. It's really no different than the turning in, but I guess they had to explain it for explanation's sake, right? Can't see my character. Alright, so let's turn that in. Let's use. Looks like I was scratching my butt right there. Did you see that? The way she was digging through her pockets. Looks like she was doing a good old butt scratch. Look at her. Just scratching her booty. Oh, that's too funny. Okay. And then, is there one more that we need to do? Oh, all the way down here, huh? They're making me run for it. She did mention it is a big place, so I don't gotta miss nothing. Part of me regrets not choosing the summoner, but I've heard that the class is still so whiff-waffly, like whether or not it's really good or... I mean, to be honest with you, as like first character, being easy to use, I wanted something that was relatively easy, which is why I chose White Mage. But in the interim, I don't know if I'm at the skill level of making the summoner or the scholar actually work well for me, depending on its rotation and its skill set. Thank you for doling out the greens, Niah. I trust you got a rough idea on how the place is laid out while you were at it? Good. Here at Bentbranch, we nurture our chocobos from the egg to young adulthood. So you might say we have them for the duration of their formative years. 'Tis breathtaking or backbreaking work, to keeping the birds free of illness and injury, and I'm sure me fellow workers appreciate any help you can give them. Alright, so nothing here is something that I really care about, I don't think. Yeah, 'cause these are pretty much the same ones, so I'm going to take the money. Cool. So Keitha has another. You shall not trespass. Keitha has heard, or Keitha, whatever, the head wrangler at Bentbranch Meadows, appears most distraught. See if there's anything you can do. 7 hells, some bastard Quick-Kieran has gone and broken one of me chocobo eggs. The filthy little thieves was busy looting the barn when the guard startled it, prompting the damn thing to drop the egg it was clutching and run. Some of the lads gave chase, bless 'em, but when 3 more of the vermin appeared, me lot had no choice but to turn back. Something has to be done about those Quick-Kieran. Would you mind heading over to Matron's Leith and have a word with a soldier named Rosalind for me? The Ratman's nest in her neck of the woods. See, the Ratman's nest in her neck of the woods. See, the Ratman's nest is in her neck of the woods. See, she'll know what to do. See, it's things like that. I don't know if it's like a translation error, a mistypo, or something of that nature, or if that's just how they're supposed to be talking in this old, like, fantasy-style English medieval setting. But it's just like your brain just gets fumbled with those weird words sometimes. At least mine does, because I don't know. I may be dyslexic of some sort, or I might just be stupid. I'm not quite sure which one it is. I stumble over words all the time. All right, Rose. You're here. Is this a... Just want to make sure. That is a lady. Looked a little tall, but the Rosaline should have been my first clue. You're here on Keitha's behalf? I see. Broke one of her eggs, you say. And there were 4 of the creatures? The Coquiran are a nuisance at the best of times, but we must now add Trespass and Chocobo murder to the list of transgressions. They have forced our hand. Our retribution must needs be swift and decisive. And who better than you to deliver it, adventurer? Find the lair to the west of here and make an example of exactly 4 Coquiran scramblers. We can send no clear message. Alright, I guess we'll just do some cold-blooded murder. No, I'm joking. These guys killed a chocobo. They deserve it. Alright. So we don't want to fight that scorpion thing over there. Looks like there's a bunch of the scramblers around. No other variety, so that's actually pretty good. We don't have to worry about pulling any other of the wrong types. No, we do have to be worried about it. So this is a rat man, huh? Oh yeah, they do kind of look like rats, huh? They're kind of cool, though. I'm not going to lie. It's not like a race I would play or would want them to add into the game, but I think it is a cool creature, nonetheless. Alright, let's get this scrambler. And once we get this one, we can work on these 2 over here. We don't need to go further into the area. Oh, this one. Oh, Lord, you just pulled everyone. Don't pull it towards me. Get the frick out of here. What kind of idiot pulls all those guys? It's a dragoon, of course, so, you know, they're not always the smartest ones. It's funny how, like, certain classes get a reputation. Dragoons are just like the bros, like the chads of the game. They're just kind of dumb. I've seen more dragoons throw themselves in danger than is ever necessary, just because like their skills are a little weird or they just don't have any kind of situational awareness. It's kind of humorous. I'm not speaking bad about them because like a good dragoon is invaluable, and I really wish I was a dragoon. I think they're a really cool class, but sometimes they are a little doofy. Just my experience. Not that any other class can't be. Obviously, it's dependent on the character or the player, but I've just often noticed that the people that play dragoon are a little unaware sometimes. Okay, so we can turn this back into Rose. Take a little shortcut here. The deed is done? Good. A grim task, but a necessary one. You have shown them the folly of inciting the wrath of those who consort with adventurers. Perhaps now the Coquiran will think twice before giving in to their larcenous proclivities. I think that's how it goes, but I may have misspoke. Okay, so we have, new gloves. Which, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, gives me much better stats, so we'll definitely take those. Because if it was just for like the 1-1, I might not always take it. I mean, it is, more stats are always better, but sometimes you have to look at the different bonuses that it gives you, the vitality, the mind, blah, 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 and blah. If it's not as good, then sometimes it's not worth having the extra stats. But if you forgive me for half a second, I just will be right back. Alright, so let's talk to Osha Jabe. Osha Job. Don't look down. Osha, a wood whaler at the matron's lathe, is looking for a sure-footed adventurer to pluck blue trumpets from the root of the nearby Heaven Splitter. Heaven's Pillar? Is it Pillar or Splitter? I think it's Pillar. Ho there, adventurer. You seem light on your feet. Fancy a quick skip along the route of the Heaven's Pillar? Here, I need someone to pick off a blue trumpet or 2. I know what you're thinking. It's not more than a mushroom, so why the commotion? I'll tell you why. You allow that fungal menace to multiply, and within a moon, they'll be covering the whole damn route and rotting the wood clear through. Just watch your step while you're up there, though. The dynamites on the ground won't waste any time adding insult to falling injuries. Once you're done, head up to the top end of the route and report to Theodore. He'll be glad to hear somebody's taking care of one of his more dreaded chores. Okay, so the blue trumpets are up here. I guess we should help out with this fate here. Oh, that dragoon's in there helping. There's a few people, so that's cool. If we help out as well, we're kind of late to it, so we'll probably only get like a silver here. Yeah, look, I wasn't even able to get an attack out. Everyone else is so fast. It's like having an actual. I'll get a bronze. Never mind. Oh, I got silver in there for an attempt. Yeah, that's like the power of having an actual DPS. They're pretty powerful, and I think that guy was over leveled anyways. Technically speaking, you know, he was level synced obviously, but do the trumpet. There we go. All right, 2 more. Got to be careful here, like she said. Don't want to add insult to fallen injury by falling off this route. And just this last one. Cool. There we go. And we just go to the top and we can turn it into Theo. My good old friend, Theo. Well, we do have to be careful at the top. Well, I mean, we don't, but you don't want to be wandering around up in this top area. I know it's like, oh, I didn't even know there was a thing up here, and now there's a whole new area to explore. These are like level 30 plus enemies, so you just don't want to fight these at all. Everything up here is so dangerous that you will instantly die. Little Lalafels on their mini versions of all the animals are so cute. Oh, you cleared the route of the blue trumpets. Wonderful. To be quite honest, I have this teeny tiny problem with heights. No, this is not my ideal posting, but we all do what we must. Keeping the route passable is an important job, you see. It's one of the few ways folks can traverse the Central Shroud since the Calamity all but split the area in twain. It is not, perhaps, the easiest pathway to walk, but there are those who believe the will of the matron herself caused this tendril of the heaven's pillar to remain thus suspended, that it might serve the forest people. I'm rather fond of the notion myself. Alright, 4,200. We are just climbing through our experience points now, but it does take quite a bit more for us to level up. Alright, Theo has another quest for us. Oh, and we get a waste thing. That's exactly what I needed. Thank you, game. You know how to please me. Theo is looking for an adventurer to deliver a message. It is regrettably my duty to stand watch over the road from here to Bentbranch Meadows. The ranch has become a veritable institution of Gridania, so any threats to its continued operation are taken quite seriously by the wood whalers. Which reminds me, mayhap it was my imagination, but I believe I caught a glimpse of some shadowy fellow not too long ago. Would you mind passing word to Rose down below? I would go myself, but, well, it's hard enough marshalling the courage to walk the route for my shift. Don't worry, my dude. I understand where you're coming from. I don't mind heights as much, but I'm not, like, out of my way to just go and climb the top of, like, the Empire State Building and, like, hang out the side of a window or something like that. So, you know, I get where he's coming from, but I'm not also, like, petrified. A shadowy fellow? Oh, I'm sorry. A shadowy fellow? Now that you mention it, I have seen something. I dismissed it as a trick of the light before, but I thought I saw a shadow in the forest to the north. Still, I suspect it is nothing more than a Coqueran thief on the run. If you must state your curiosity, by all means investigate. Should you actually find something of note, I would very much like to see it. Okay, to the north, they say. So, here, this way. I see the red little circle right there. So we'll zoom in a little bit. This is going to be in a, what are they called? Dynamite territory, so we're going to have to be a little bit careful. These guys are aggressive, and they can hurt as well. So we'll take care of this guy here real quick, because he'll be the first to see us. So I don't want him turning around or walking forward at any point and catching wind of what we're doing, so we'll just take him out real fast. Hey, Leo. And while we're searching this level of the bag, if this guy doesn't see us, that would be great. Okay, we're good. So we can head back. Yeah, see, just a little bit further and that guy sees us. So I was a little worried when he started walking that he would see us, but it's alright. Now that we've done our deed, I don't mind. Go. Alright, off we go. Let's just sprint there. I can't wait till we get our chocobo. Level 20 cannot come fast enough. Alright, cool. Alright, Rose, I found something. Have you found something? Yes, we did. Leather bag. Remnants of a campfire in a forgotten bag. This could belong to any adventurer or traveler. And inside we have a chocobo grooming brush and roseling oil? But wait, why would a traveler make camp here when it would be far safer to beg the hospitality of Bentbranch Meadows? Bugger me, I think this belongs to that stranger said to be meddling with the chocobos. Thank you, adventurer. We have been lax in our duties, but no longer. I swear, we will find this shadow. Cool. I want this option, the hard leather satchel belt, because it increases my stats quite a bit. And speaking of which, let's equip right now. I wish there was an equip option right from that menu, but there is none. So we just have to deal with it. So there is 2 options now for a quest here. Obviously, we want to do the one with the meteor, but some people have 2 or upward of 3 or 4 quests that they'll have. So just be aware. Threat level elevated. Rose would like you to warn other sentries of the stranger's activities. We cannot allow other sentries to dismiss similar sightings. They must know what we have learned. To that end, I prepared this letter containing everything we know about our mysterious stranger. I need you to show it to my comrades throughout the Shroud. Once each sentry has committed the details to memory, have them write their name at the bottom for confirmation. Start with Elmar at the Bannock, then find Bernard at the eastern gates of Bentbranch Meadows. They ought to relay the information to the others. Finally, make sure Elgar sees the letter. He stands watch within the stables, so if the stranger's aim is to harm the chocobos, Elgar may have to personally put an end to it. Alright, so we're tasked with some duties now, bouncing around to different people of the land, warning of the dangers that are incoming. Alright, in order to get up there, I have a little shortcut. Instead of walking all the way around, you can kind of just, well, if you do it correctly, you can kind of just, hello? Hello, there you go. You can usually just skip over it. Normally I don't have that much trouble with it, but, you know, I'm kind of dumb. Actually, it probably would have just been better to go up and around because I was mistaken on technically where I need to be. I still need to go around this way. So there's really no way to avoid going all the way around. You'll have to do it one way or another. Is someone fighting that big thing for the fate? I'm gonna go help. It's an archer too. So let's speed it up. Oh, there is someone else here as well. I don't know what class that is. Is that a white mage or a scholar or summoner or something? Interesting. Let's put some damage on it. Let's heal up this guy. How are you doing over here? It's 2 archers. Okay, cool. So we'll just heal up our friends here as we help out at the fate. I couldn't do it the first time that it appeared because I was alone, but if I started fighting, more people may have shown up. And that's kind of what I mean, is I saw people fighting it, and I was like, okay, yeah, I'll definitely go help. But if you don't even try, then no one might not even go after it. So just food for thought. Something that I've noticed as I've been playing this game. But we all have our dot effects down here, so this thing's taking so much damage right now, which is really cool. Alright, cool. And I got a gold for the participation that I was in, even though I wasn't there from the beginning, which is really nice. You know, it's one of those things, just because you didn't initiate the fate or, you know, I showed up about halfway through, doesn't mean that I don't get the proper rewards. You know, like if I was there for a minute, but I contributed quite a lot to it, I still get properly compensated, which is a really cool feature in this game. You know, some other games would be like, nah, you didn't do nearly as much as these other people, so your rewards are lesser for it. Alright, I should just be able to drop down from here. And turn on our quest. Who is it? It's a person at the front gate over here. Is that what I'm seeing? Ah, there they are. Elmar. So yeah, it would have been easier just to go up and around, but hey. We had an adventure, right? You don't look like you're here for training. No, I am not. We have a letter for you. A shadowy figure? Understood. I'll pass word to the recruits as well as the sentries. Let me just make my mark. There. That should do it. If you follow the road south, you'll find Bernard by the bridge to Bentbranch. Godspeed, adventurer. Alright, to the south. Oh, he means this road. Okay. I see what he means. Just get up here and then we can jump on the road. Yeah, so I went around. So you're technically supposed to go, you know, like do sort of thing. I didn't do such a thing because I'm a rebel. Rebel without a cause. Yep, well, this is the nature of the game. A lot of running back and forth and silence, I guess you could call it. There's no music or anything playing. It's just me and baby Bahamut. Actually, this isn't Bahamut. It's baby Behemoth. Two different characters, two different creatures. I should get that in my mind, to be honest with you. All right, Bernard, I have a letter for you. You have business with me, adventurer? Yes, I do. Rosaline is right to be cautious. For this stranger to venture so close, yet go to such great lengths to remain undetected, is highly suspicious. They clearly have designs on Bentbranch. I will never not mess that up. I'm sorry, guys. We appreciate the help. I should write my name here, yes? And here, take it. You'll find Elgar in the stables, past the aetheryte. Alright, now we can kind of just... Oh, look at that aetheryte just glowing in the fog. That's really cool. Tension. Tension? What the heck is that? Is there like a special fate going on because of it? Sometimes, depending on the weather, there are special fates that appear in all of Eorzea, but I've never seen tension before. That just sounds so badass. Like there's this really bad thunderstorm that will happen, and that means Thor, or maybe not Thor, Odin. I'm sorry, Odin is active somewhere, but I've never seen tension. That's really cool. All right, Elgar, mind the birds, adventurer. They get nervous around strangers. Is that a boy or girl? It's a boy. Okay, just want to be sure. He looked a little short. What's this? A shadowy figure near the matron's lathe? You've already shown this to Bernard and Elmar? I see. Good, good. Then all that's left is to inform the staff here. Not everybody here is a wood whaler, true, but even our stable boy wouldn't hesitate to take up arms to defend these chocobos. Alright, cool. So we get some new boots there. Yeah, +1/+1. Alright. Interesting. Ooh, and we have a split main story quest. Both of them equally important. We'll have to do them both eventually, but it is just something that we have to be aware of. Well, since we're here with Elgar, might as well do that one first. He gives us some kind of face mask, so we get brass spectacles for this one. So, I actually don't mind doing it. Elgar would like to pose a kindness of an adventurer. You're quite the compassionate adventurer by the sound of it. Well, far be it from me to look a gift chocobo in the mouth. I have need of a capable woman like yourself. We received a peddler at the gates the other day, an excitable lalafell that was sweating and swearing that he'd been attacked by a large winged beast. Yet other than hornets, I know of no flying creatures in this region. If there's any truth to what he said, it might prove problematic for other travelers. Follow the road south and see if you can find any evidence to support this claim. And should you find something, kindly tell Loth, there's her name, to patrol his area sometime instead of just standing beneath the spire and staring at the goddamn road in those words. Okay, so we get to yell at somebody. Oh joy. I can't wait. It's gonna be fun. I'm gonna channel my inner drill sergeant. Maggot! Attention! Okay, so yeah, I mean, there's two main quests that we had to do there. I don't know if one is more main quest than the other. if it's important or not, if I could have skipped over one or if I have to do both. I'm not quite sure how that works because I usually just do both, to be honest with you. But it's cool. It's cool that they have the option. Ooh, vulture egg. There we go. So I'm assuming the reason why I saw a winged beast is because there's a nest. There we go. Get some damage over time on the second one while we work on the first one. I could put the second one to sleep, but the dot effect that I put on it will damage over time as dot will wake it up. So there's really no point in that. So we got some extra damage on while we were focusing on the first one, which makes everything so much easier in the end, doesn't it? Cool. Now who am I reporting to? There you are. There you are, Loth. Oops, I'm stuck. Stuck on the environment. A northern vulture, too? And they were defending a nest? Well, perhaps we could omit that last detail from any official reports. I would rather not give Elgar any further cause to be cross. Thank you for slaying the beast. You may rest assured that I will not permit this to happen again. Alright, and I'll take those spectacles, which will now allow me to get rid of that. Cool. Alright. Oh, Loth has another mission here? I want to get back to that other one, but it's okay. Skeletons in my Deepcroft. Loth has work for an adventurer well-versed in combat. I must admit that Elgar is right, and that this road has grown too hazardous for travelers. Since you have shown yourself to be so adept at slaying beasts, perhaps you could be of further assistance. I would have you journey to the Tamtara Deepcroft and slay the magic bones which have escaped from within. These abominations are beginning to wander as far as the main road, and I have had to rescue several wagons from their mindless assaults. Even a slight reduction in their numbers would improve the situation. Okay, the Deepcroft, if I'm not mistaken, is right down here, this road. I've actually already been there to slay the fireflies, so that's actually kind of good. I can show you where I found them for those of you who may be curious and wondering and all that nature. You do have to be careful around this area because they are level 12, right? And if you're not careful, they can... Hello? Okay, so apparently I put my dot effect on him, but I never did the animation or drew my weapon, which is so odd. I don't know if it's my server that's lagging, or if it's like my connection, or if the game just sometimes stutters, but it seems like I've been encountering more of those hiccups ever since I started recording. It's weird. Okay, so you do have to be rather careful here, especially as a magic user. Some of these guys can see you from quite far away, and they can do a fair bit of damage if they start ganking up on you. So I like to pull them from further off. A, it gives my dot effects more time to activate before they start doing melee attacks, and B, I don't know, it just means I have less people on me at any given moment. Yep, that dude just pulls a dire might. It's okay, because it won't come back and attack us. What the heck? People are just falling all over the place around here. What the heck is going on? I've never seen so much activity in my life. Alright. See, look at that. Oh, the fate. There was a fate that was going on over there. That's probably what it was. People were doing the fate, and now that it's over. Alright, so we just need to fight 2 more. And we'll be done with this quest. I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting that split quest to lead to more quests. So, hopefully this doesn't like send us too far away after, but we'll go back and talk to whatever that other chick's name was and finish off her part of the quest as well. Fairly soon. I have the hiccups. It's never good whenever you're trying to record content. Alright, I hope these skeletons don't spawn again and start coming to attack me. I'll just try to keep an eye out for them. Luckily this guy doesn't have anything that we need to avoid, so we should be good. And it should level me up, to be honest with you. I'm so close, just a sliver away. There we go, and Oh, I didn't get it. Should I just slay this Firefly? Get the level up? I think I should. I'm 101 points away. That is so disappointing. It's kind of funny though, I won't lie. Okay, there we go. And that should level me up. There we go. 108, just barely. Thank God for those 7 points. Okay, I'm gonna go do this fate up here. Whoever was up here doing that. Looks like there's some dire mites that are taking over the road. Oh yeah, okay, there is a person. I was like, nope, that's just the guards who are doing it, but there's actually a person here too. You can tell by the blue that's in there. I don't know what class they are, though. I'm not sure I can see them appropriately. Pugilist? Yeah, I think I see them punching. And they're pretty strong, too, because they're not taking nearly any damage. Man, just look how they're cutting through these guys like butter. It's kind of, like, incredible. Yeah. So every time like they finish something and like their health instantly goes half, it means that they were hello? That they were level synced, and now once they're unlevel synced, they have like a quarter of their health. Alright, Loth. I finished your quest. It's no small feat to face the walking dead. The road is much safer now, thanks to you. Such an unnatural thing for the fallen to rise again, and in such great numbers. Those who perished in the calamity deserve to rest in peace, yet something or someone has roused them from their slumber. I don't need anything here. Oh, actually, that's a conjurer's. I thought that was going to be for a thaumaturge. Awesome. I will actually take that. I could get 600 gil, which is pretty cool, but I will take the Ash Radical. Hey, he has another quest. Okay. Interesting. Do I want to do that right now? With like a few minutes left? Yeah, sure, why not? I'll be alright. Do we get anything good? Yes, we get some new gloves, too. Lothair, a guard at Galvin Spire, wants you to visit the hedge tree. I have another task for you, adventurer. I need you to head to the hedge tree to the southwest of here and speak with Leone. After tending to the hedge tree, the hero was scheduled to board a boat from the mirror planks. Well, the vessel's departure time has come and gone, but there is still no sign of her. Knowing how absorbed the hero becomes in her work, I am not unduly concerned. Armel, however, was responsible for organizing Leo's transportation and is likely wondering if her wayward passenger is ever going to arrive. Perhaps a gentle reminder is in order. Okay, so we need to continue down this area that we just came from again and find this person, Leone. I don't know. Here, Leo. That's what their name is. Hopefully this won't be too long of a quest that like leads me into some weird strand of subquest after subquest after subquest. Hopefully it's just like, oh hey, I kind of just forgot, and I'll head there immediately. But I think I remember this one. It shouldn't be too long. I think there's like 1 or 2 enemies that you have to fight, and that's pretty much it. Hey, Leo. Yes, what troubles you? Oh, yes, the boat. I had quite forgotten. My task with the hedge tree is well and finished, but the elementals murmur of a malevolent presence in the vicinity of Tamtar Deepcroft. I must abide a while longer, that I might better divine the source of the elemental's distress. Please inform Armel that I shall be late in arriving. Okay, back we go, I guess. It's kind of useless. It is back and forth like a ping pong ball. That's the life of an adventurer, I guess. Do the glasses ever actually go on my character? No, they don't. Thank God. She has too beautiful a face to be covered by some spectacles. I love the way Baby Behemoth just bounces along, all adorable with his little faux hawk. Alright, is my sprint back yet? 10 seconds, come on. It takes so long. It takes way too long for that thing to recharge. Okay, Armel. You bear a message from Hero Leo? Evil presence in the Deepcroft. That does sound grave indeed. I shall organize a vassal for a later time then. Perhaps a bell from now, or perhaps a bell meaning like a moment or tick. Perhaps a bell from now. 2, better make it 3, just to be safe. Thank you for your trouble. Okay, hard leather, what is it? Light mitts. I actually hate the way these things look, but we'll still accept them. Alright, that is leading to another quest. But we will have to take that on at a different time. We're getting towards the end of our episode. We could wait a few more minutes and do like a stupid quest here or there. I'm not going to. I'm just going to end this one early before we get too deep into anything. I want to thank each and every one of you for joining me on today's episode. I really do hope you enjoyed and have been enjoying and are looking forward to enjoying more episodes. Once again, thank you. I will see you all later. Peace out and much love to you.